Listen closely. Your personality is not something you have. It's something you build or something you neglect. And every single day, whether you admit it or not, you are becoming better or bitter, stronger or smaller, disciplined or distracted. There is no neutral. Today, I'm going to show you how to improve your personality every day. Not someday, not when life gets easier, but starting now. Your personality begins long before anyone ever sees you. It starts in the quiet moments, in the private conversations you have with your own mind. If your thoughts are scattered, undisciplined, and constantly pulling you in different directions, your personality will reflect that chaos. You'll hesitate when you should act, you'll doubt when you should decide. A strong personality is not loud or aggressive, it is centered, and that center is built by disciplining your mind. The moment you take control of your thoughts, you take control of how you show up in the world. Most people think changing their life requires changing their circumstances. New environment, new people, new opportunities, but none of that works if the mind remains weak. An undisciplined mind reacts to everything. One comment ruins your mood. One setback kills your motivation. One opinion makes you question your worth. A disciplined mind, however, responds instead of reacts. It pauses, it evaluates, it chooses. That ability to choose, calmly and intentionally, is what gives a person presence. People trust those who are mentally steady because stability is rare and powerful. Disciplining your mind means you stop treating every thought as truth. Just because you think I'm not good enough doesn't mean it's real. Just because fear shows up doesn't mean danger is present. Weak personalities are controlled by unexamined thoughts. Strong personalities interrogate them. They ask, is this thought helping me or holding me back? And if it's holding them back, they don't entertain it. They replace it. Over time, this practice rewires how you see yourself and how others see you. When your mind is disciplined, your emotions fall into alignment. You stop being ruled by mood swings and emotional impulses. You don't lash out when offended. You don't shrink when challenged. You don't crumble under pressure. Emotional control is not suppression, it's mastery. And mastery creates confidence that doesn't need approval. People feel safe around someone who doesn't lose control. They respect someone who can stay composed when others panic. That composure becomes part of your personality, and it speaks louder than words. A disciplined mind also sharpens your focus. Instead of chasing everything, you commit to something. Instead of starting and quitting, you persist. Focus builds credibility, and credibility strengthens personality. When people see that you follow through, that you don't drift, that you don't fold when it gets difficult, they perceive you as solid. Reliability is attractive, consistency is magnetic, and both are impossible without mental discipline. The strongest personalities are not the most talented, they are the most focused. As you train your mind daily through reflection, silence, reading, and intentional thinking, you begin to change at a fundamental level. Your posture shifts, your voice steadies, your decisions become cleaner. You no longer chase validation because you trust your inner authority. That's when your personality stops being performative and becomes authentic. You don't try to impress, you express. And when your mind is disciplined, your presence becomes undeniable. Not because you demand attention, but because you've earned respect from within first. The way you speak is not just communication, it is a declaration of who you are. Every sentence you choose, every tone you use, every word you repeat is quietly shaping your personality in the eyes of others and reinforcing it in your own mind. People don't listen. Only what you say. They listen to how you say it. Weak language creates weak presence. Strong language creates authority. And the truth is, long before the world decides how to treat you, your words have already taught it how. Most people leak their power through careless speech. They complain about problems they refuse to solve. They gossip about people they secretly envy. They over-explain because they don't trust their own value. They apologize when they haven't done anything wrong. Over time, this kind of language trains the brain to feel small. It conditions you to expect less from yourself and from life. A person who constantly verbalizes limitations will eventually live inside them. Your words don't just describe your reality, they create it. When you begin to speak with intention, everything shifts. Intentional speech means you pause before you talk. You choose clarity over noise. You choose meaning over volume. You stop filling silence just to feel accepted. Silence, when used well, is not weakness, it's confidence. People lean in when you don't rush. They listen when you don't ramble. They respect you when you don't beg for understanding. The strongest personalities are often the calmest speakers because their words carry weight instead of desperation. The most important conversations, however, are not the ones you have with others. They're the ones you have with yourself. Your internal dialogue is shaping your personality every single day. If you constantly tell yourself you're behind, unlucky, or not enough, your energy will reflect that story. You'll walk slower, you'll hesitate longer, you'll doubt louder. But when you change the language in your mind, you change the direction of your life. Speak to yourself like someone you are responsible for building, not someone you're comfortable criticizing. Strong language doesn't mean harsh language. It means honest language. It means you don't lie to yourself to feel better in the moment. You don't say, "I'll try," when you mean, "I won't commit." You don't say, "That's just how I am," when you're really avoiding growth. Powerful personalities take responsibility in their speech. They say, "I will," "I decided," "I choose." That kind of language trains decisiveness. And decisiveness is one of the most attractive traits a person can have. As you refine your words, your personality sharpens. You become clearer, calmer, and more grounded. People begin to take you seriously, not because you demand respect, but because your language signals self-respect. You don't need to dominate conversations. You don't need to prove your intelligence. Your words land because they come from alignment. When your speech reflects discipline, confidence, and intention, your personality elevates naturally. And the world responds, not to who you say you are, but to who your words consistently prove you have become. Your personality is revealed most clearly when no one is paying attention, not when you're being praised, not when the spotlight is on you, but in the quiet, unseen moments where there is no reward for doing the right thing. That's where character is formed, and character is the backbone of a powerful personality. You can impress people for a moment, but only character earns long-term respect. What you repeatedly do in private becomes who you are in public. Many people confuse image with identity. They work hard on how they look, how they sound, how they are perceived, but neglect who they actually are when no one is watching. Image can attract attention, but it cannot sustain trust. Eventually, the truth always surfaces. A strong personality doesn't rely on performance, it's rooted in consistency. When your private actions align with your public words, you develop an inner confidence that no opinion can shake. That alignment creates a presence people feel instinctively. Character is built through small, disciplined decisions: returning the cart, keeping your word, showing up on time, doing the work thoroughly even when shortcuts are available. These actions seem insignificant, but they compound. Each time you choose integrity over convenience, you reinforce your self-respect. And self-respect is the fuel of confidence. You don't need to announce your values. Your behavior communicates them louder than any speech ever could. When you live with character, your reactions change. You don't become defensive when criticized because you're not pretending. You don't panic when challenged because your foundation is solid. You don't seek validation because you already know who you are. That inner stability creates calm authority. People trust those who don't contradict themselves. They respect those whose actions match their words. Character removes the need to explain yourself. Building character also means doing the hard thing when it's uncomfortable, telling the truth when it costs you, walking away from what feels good but isn't right, delaying gratification while others chase instant pleasure. These moments shape your identity. Over time, they build mental toughness and emotional maturity. Your personality matures because it's no longer driven by impulse. It's guided by principle. And principles create leaders, not followers. As character strengthens, your personality becomes grounded and magnetic. You stop trying to prove yourself because your daily actions already do. You carry yourself differently. You speak with certainty. You move with purpose. People sense reliability in you even if they can't explain why. That's the power of building character in silence. When no one is watching, you are shaping the version of yourself the world will eventually meet and respect. Most people live their lives chasing approval, and they don't even realize how much it costs them. Every time you adjust who you are to be accepted, every time you silence your truth to avoid discomfort, every time you tolerate what drains you just to be liked, your personality weakens. Approval is addictive because it feels like safety. But safety built on other people's opinions is fragile. The strongest personalities are not shaped by applause, they are shaped by standards. When you seek approval, you hand your power to others. You let their moods, preferences, and expectations decide how you show up. One compliment lifts you, one criticism crushes you. That emotional dependency keeps you small and reactive. Setting standards does the opposite. Standards are internal rules for how you live, how you speak, and how you allow others to treat you. They create emotional independence. You stop asking, "Do they like me?" and start asking, "Does this align with who I choose to be?" Standards clarify your identity. When you know what you will and will not accept, your decisions become cleaner. You no longer overthink every choice. You don't chase people who disrespect your time. You don't stay in environments that drain your energy. You don't explain your boundaries to people who benefit from breaking them. This clarity strengthens your personality because it removes confusion. People respect those who are clear, even when they don't agree with them. Raising your standards will cost you certain connections, and that's where most people fail. They fear being misunderstood. They fear being alone. They fear being judged as difficult or cold. But a strong personality understands this truth. Losing alignment is far more dangerous than losing people. When you tolerate disrespect, inconsistency, or chaos, you teach others how to treat you. When you uphold standards, you teach them how to respect you, even if it takes time. Standards also shape how you treat yourself. You stop breaking promises to yourself. You stop negotiating with laziness. You stop excusing behaviors that keep you stuck. You demand more from your actions, your habits, and your mindset. This self-respect builds confidence that doesn't need external validation. You walk differently when you know you're living up to your own expectations. That internal pride becomes visible and attractive. As your standards rise, your personality sharpens. You become selective with your energy, intentional with your words, and disciplined with your time. You don't argue your worth. You don't chase attention. You don't beg for inclusion. You simply show up as someone who knows their value and protects it, and the world responds accordingly. Not everyone will stay, but the right people will rise to meet you where your standards stand. Growth does not happen in comfort. Comfort feels safe, familiar, and predictable, but it slowly dulls your edge. Every powerful personality you admire was forged in moments of discomfort, not ease. Discomfort is the signal that you are stretching beyond who you used to be. When you avoid it, you stay the same. When you lean into it, you evolve. If you want to improve your personality every day, you must stop running from discomfort and start using it as a tool. Most people wait to feel confident before they act. But confidence is not the starting point, it is the result. Action always comes first. The first conversation will feel awkward. The first boundary will feel uncomfortable. The first risk will feel frightening. That discomfort is not a warning sign, it's proof that growth is happening. Each time you move forward despite fear, your self-trust increases. And self-trust is the foundation of a strong, grounded personality. Discomfort sharpens your emotional resilience. When you consistently avoid hard situations, even small challenges begin to feel overwhelming. But when you face discomfort daily, your tolerance expands. You stop panicking under pressure. You stop collapsing at resistance. You develop emotional endurance. This is what separates people who fold when life gets difficult from those who rise. A resilient personality doesn't mean you don't feel fear, it means fear doesn't control your decisions. There is also a quiet confidence that comes from choosing discomfort over convenience. You begin to respect yourself more. You know you didn't take the easy way out. You know you didn't hide. You know you showed courage when it mattered. That self-respect changes how you carry yourself. Your posture straightens, your voice steadies. You stop seeking reassurance because you've already proven to yourself that you can handle hard things. Daily discomfort also expands your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who can't and start becoming someone who adapts. The more uncomfortable actions you take, the more capable you feel. Growth becomes familiar. Challenge becomes normal. You stop labeling situations as threatening and start seeing them as opportunities to refine your character. Your personality evolves because your comfort zone no longer defines your limits. Over time, discomfort transforms into strength. What once intimidated you becomes routine. What once scared you becomes manageable. What once felt impossible becomes part of who you are. This is how powerful personalities are built, through repeated exposure to challenge, not sudden breakthroughs. When you commit to daily discomfort, you don't just grow, you become unshakable. And that unshakable energy is felt by everyone around you. Most people fail not because they lack potential, but because they chase perfection instead of consistency. They wait for the right mood, the perfect plan, the ideal moment, and while they wait, life moves on. A powerful personality is not built through flawless execution, it is built through daily commitment. Consistency is what turns intention into identity. It's what transforms effort into confidence and repetition into strength. Perfection creates pressure, and pressure creates paralysis. When you believe you must get everything right, you hesitate to start, you overthink small steps, you quit at the first mistake. Consistency removes that fear. It allows you to show up imperfectly but repeatedly. And D. Every time you show up, you send a message to yourself, I can be trusted. That self-trust becomes the backbone of a strong, stable personality. Daily consistency shapes your self-image. You stop seeing yourself as someone who tries and start seeing yourself as someone who follows through. Even small actions, reading a few pages, keeping your word, practicing discipline, compound over time. Those small wins build quiet confidence. You don't need motivation when consistency becomes your default. You act because that's who you are, not because you feel inspired in the moment. A consistent person is emotionally grounded. They don't swing wildly between extremes. They don't disappear when things get hard. They don't rely on excitement to function. This emotional steadiness is deeply attractive and deeply powerful. People trust consistency. They rely on it. A personality built on consistency feels safe, dependable, and strong because it is predictable in the best way. Consistency also refines your presence. When you do something daily, you improve without forcing it. Your communication becomes clearer. Your habits become cleaner. Your reactions become calmer. You stop needing dramatic change because growth is happening quietly every day. This is how real transformation looks: subtle, steady, and undeniable. Your personality evolves without needing to announce it. Over time, consistency outperforms talent, luck, and intensity. What you repeat becomes who you are. When you commit to daily improvement, even at 1%, your personality compounds into something unbreakable. You don't chase confidence, you build it. You don't wait to feel ready, you become ready through action. And eventually, the world doesn't question your strength because your consistency has already proven it. And now the choice is yours, not tomorrow, not when life slows down now. Your personality is being shaped every single day by what you think, what you say, what you tolerate, and what you repeatedly do. Nothing is wasted. Every disciplined thought strengthens you. Every intentional word sharpens you. Every quiet act of character builds you. Every standard you hold protects you. Every uncomfortable action expands you. Every consistent effort compounds you. You don't need permission to become better. You don't need applause to grow. You don't need perfection to start. Decide who you are becoming and act in alignment with that decision daily. Because when you improve your personality every day, life doesn't stay the same. Opportunities shift. Respect follows. Confidence becomes natural. This is how you rise. Not loudly, not suddenly, but undeniably,